Welcome into the first episode of Monk's Master Set series. Over the course of this series, we will cover all Japanese and English cards made for Teddiursa, Ursaring, Ursaluna, Kubchu, Bertik, Pancham, and Pangoro. Let's go over the Master Set rules. Master Sets include all Japanese and English variants in the Pokemon TCG. Cards are arranged chronologically by the appearance of the artwork. All cameo cards are included unless the cameo is in a card of the evolutionary line. Placeholder printouts are used in place of any missing cards. And a quick shout out to the channel Check the Box for inspiring me to make these videos. Let's get started. We start off in Generation 2's Neo era with a Miki Tanaka illustrated Teddiursa, which was featured in the second main expansion Crossing the Ruins. Released in July of 2000, only in Unlimited. The same illustration was also used in the second main expansion of the Neo series Neo Discovery, released in June of 2001 in First Edition and Unlimited. Prior to the release of Neo Discovery, a Ken Sugimori illustrated Teddiursa card was released exclusively in the Intro Pack Neo Chikorita Half Deck in April of 2001. Still in Generation 2, but moving on to the E-Series with a Kagemaru Himeno illustrated Teddiursa, which was featured in the fifth and final expansion, Mysterious Mountain, released in October of 2002 in First Edition and Unlimited. The same illustration was also used in the third and final expansion of the E-Card series Skyridge, also the last Wizards of the Coast printed set, in May of 2003 in Unlimited, also available as a reverse holo. And if you play TCG Pocket, you might recognize this artwork was recently featured in the Secluded Spring set without the e-reader border. We move on to Generation 3 in the PCG era with a Naoyo Kimura illustrated Teddiursa, which was featured in the fourth main expansion, Golden Sky Silvery Ocean, released in April of 2005. The non-holo common cards in this set are available with 4 different codes at the bottom left: B31, CUU, JCR, and WTR in First Edition. And again, these same codes, B31, CUU, JCR, and WTR in Unlimited. The same illustration was also used in the 10th main expansion of the EX series Unseen Forces in August of 2005. The non-holo commons in this set are available with 3 different codes at the bottom left: B31, CUU, and JCR, also available as a reverse holo, which only has the WTR code. On to Generation 4 in the Diamond Pearl era, with a Yuka Mori modeled Teddiursa, which was featured in the second main expansion Secret of the Lakes, released in March of 2007 in First Edition and Unlimited. The same model was also used in the second main expansion of the Diamond and Pearl series Mysterious Treasures in August 2007 in Unlimited, also available as a reverse holo. Next up, we have our first cameo card illustrated by Masakozu Fukada, and the only card missing from my Teddiursa Master Set. The Hokkaido region print of the Pokémon Pal City promo, which was awarded for participating in the 2007 Pokémon Festa on July 28th and 29th at the Sapporo Community Dome. There is a total of 7 of these promo cards for each region that hosted Pokémon Festa 2007, each featuring 2 Pokémon and highlighting the region where each event was hosted. Still in Generation 4, but moving into the Legend era, we have a second Ken Sugimori illustrated Teddiursa, a Legend promotional card marked with the set symbols of Heart Gold Collection and Soul Silver Collection. This card was received as one of 6 promos when you bought 2 booster packs of the Heart Gold Collection or Soul Silver Collection in August of 2009. The same illustration was also released in the first and only Call of Legends series expansion, Call of Legends in February of 2011 in Unlimited, also available as a reverse holo. This card saw extensive competitive play in 2011 in a deck titled Bear Hug. Due to the low cost and coin flip chance of Teddiursa's Fake Tears attack, it allowed the deck's pilot to slow the opponents down while Sunflora set up their bench. Xander Pero won the 2011 Junior Division US Nationals with this deck. Returning to the beginning of the Legend era with a Koki Saitu illustrated Teddiursa, which was featured in the first main expansion Soul Silver Collection in October of 2009. This card was released exclusively in first edition, also available as a reverse holo. The same illustration was also featured on a Legend promotional card with a Pokémon Center stamp. This was obtained by winning a Pokémon Center free battle event during the autumn of 2009. The same illustration was again used in May of 2010 in the second main expansion of Heart Gold and Soul Silver series Unleashed, also available as a reverse holo. Moving on to Generation 5 with a Kiris Aki illustrated Teddiursa, which was featured in the second subset of the Black-White era Shiny Collection, released in February of 2013 in Unlimited. The same illustration was also used in the 11th and final expansion of the Black and White series Legendary Treasures as part of the Radiant Collection subset in November of 2013 in Unlimited. Later that year, a second Naoya Kimura illustrated Teddiursa was featured in the 9th and final expansion of the Black-White era Megalo Canon in March of 2012 in first edition and Unlimited. The same illustration was also used in the 10th main expansion of the Black and White series Plasma Blast in August of 2013 in Unlimited, also available as a reverse holo. Moving on to Generation 6 with a Sue illustrated Teddiursa, which was featured in the first expansion of the XY Break era Blue Shock, released in September of 2015 in first edition and Unlimited. The same illustration was also used in the 8th main expansion of the XY series Breakthrough in November of 2015 in Unlimited, also available as a reverse holo. Four years later, at the end of Generation 7, a Kodama illustrated Teddiursa was featured in the 12th and final expansion of the Sun and Moon era Alter Genesis, released in September of 2019 in Unlimited. The same illustration was also used in the 12th and final main expansion of the Sun and Moon series Cosmic Eclipse in November of 2019, also available as a reverse holo. The same illustration was again included in the colorless EVV deck, released in July of 2020, with the only difference from the Alter Genesis version being the set designator of SD. At the start of Generation 8, we see a Yukiko Baba illustrated Teddiursa featured in the third main expansion of the Sword Shield era, Infinity Zone, released in June of 2020 in Unlimited. The same illustration was used in the third main expansion of the Sword and Shield series Darkness Ablaze in August of 2020, also available as a reverse holo. Shortly after, we see a Teddiursa plush cameo in this Shibuzo illustrated fanpie, featured in the fourth main expansion of the Sword Shield era, Amazing Volt Tackle, in September of 2020 in Unlimited. The same illustration was used in the fourth main expansion of the Sword and Shield series, Vivid Voltage, in November of 2020, also available as a reverse holo. Still in Generation 8, we see a Mizue illustrated Teddiursa featured in the sixth main expansion of the Sword Shield era Silver Lance in April of 2021 in Unlimited. The same illustration was used in the seventh main expansion of the Sword and Shield series Evolving Skies in August of 2021, also available as a reverse holo. This illustration was also featured in the TCG Pocket set, Wisdom of Sea and Sky. In addition to Teddiursa having a card in Silver Lance, it also has a cameo in a Okacheki illustrated Ice Rider Calurex V Secret Rare, alongside cameos from Deerling, Sfeel, and Litleo. The same illustration was used in the sixth main expansion of the Sword and Shield series Chilling Reign in June of 2021 as a secret rare. January of 2022 saw Teddiursa get a second stage evolution Ursaluna with the release of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Shortly after, a Nagomi Nijo illustrated Teddiursa is featured in the 10th main expansion of the Sword Shield Era Space Juggler, released in April of 2022 in Unlimited. The same illustration was also used in the 10th main expansion of the Sword and Shield series Astral Radiance in May of 2022, also available as a reverse holo. Although Teddiursa has not received its own card in the Scarlet and Violet series despite being the Bug Gym leader Katie's ace, and its final evolution Ursaluna receiving a Blood Moon form in the Teal Mask DLC, we do see a Teddiursa wood carving cameo in a Tetsu Kayama illustrated Salvatore special art rare, which is featured in the 5th main expansion of the Scarlet Violet era Cyber Judge, released in January of 2024. The same illustration was used in the 5th main expansion of the Scarlet and Violet series Temporal Forces as a special illustration rare. A Teddiursa Japanese and English Master Set as of September 2025 features 63 total cards, 18 unique artworks, and 4 cameo cards. Be on the lookout for the Ursaring and Ursaluna Master Set episodes for the 2 missing cameos not included in this video. The total value of this Master Set falls a little under $550 due to some of the higher value promos. Despite being cut from the Galar Pokédex, Generation 8 features Teddiursa the most, with 5 unique artworks. Generation 4 comes in a close second with 4 unique artworks, and Generation 2 comes in third with 3 unique artworks. Generation 5 features Teddiursa twice, and we see Teddiursa once in Generations 3, 6, 7, and 9. If you are interested in starting your own Teddiursa collection, I have included a link to my checklist in the description. An all languages checklist will be available in the future, once I have sorted out the differences in the Eastern language sets. And if you've made it to the end, please let me know in the comments what master sets you are working on, or which Teddiursa card is your favorite.